Do you remember Myspace? It was the biggest and most popular site for many millennials back in the day. When Myspace closed, it was a sad day for all, but now there's a new version up and running, and we have got to talk about it. But don't worry, we'll also be filling you in on all the social media news too, so stay tuned to find out what's happening on social media. Myspace, you say? Tens of thousands of people are heading to the new site that looks and feels like early 2000s Myspace. Spacehey was created by a younger German coder who goes by the name of On the Maker. His site has brought nostalgia to visitors and curiosity for newcomers. Now, Myspace was the most popular social server on the internet before Facebook. That's right, there was something before Facebook. Myspace was focused on photos and music. Nowadays, Instagram and Snapchat have made new ways for people to share their photos and videos. Twitter made tweets weapons of mass distraction for many. The thing is, none of this would have happened if Myspace didn't exist, because it paved the way for all of these new social media platforms to exist. Spacehey blows up. Spacehey has been in development for a year, but has just crossed the 200,000 user mark on Thursday. Their servers had some trouble under the recent surge of users, and that's understandable. Obviously, there was some buzz on social media about this new but old site. Some have said that part of the attraction is the absence of intrusive advertising and big corporations. I mean, that makes me happy. What about you? How do you feel about all the ads that pop up on your Facebook after you search for a new jacket in Google? I know it freaks me out. Anyway, Spacehey promises no algorithms, no tracking, and no personalized ads. Feed on Spacehey are chronological, and there is no suggested content begging for your attention. I can get behind that. The site is very simple in appearance, but it allows users to customize their profile pages to a high degree with things like animated backgrounds and custom mouse pointers. This is giving me early 2000s vibes, and I love it. Will you be joining Spacehey? Millennials, do you want to live out your old Myspace days? Let us know down below, because I know we're tempted to join. TikTok is helping small businesses. TikTok has become a very popular social media platform with its dancing and trending videos. Especially during the lockdowns, TikTok absolutely took over the world. Now, it seems as though TikTok is really helping out small businesses with social media marketing. TikTok allows businesses to reach a much larger audience, and they're able to do that in a fun and creative way. During the pandemic, many businesses had to close because they couldn't afford to pay their rent. It's been sad to see so many close down, but now so many new businesses get a new chance with TikTok. People are able to promote to anyone and everyone who stumbles onto their video while trying to make a sale. It's been a game changer for small businesses because there has been an uptake in them during the pandemic. With so many people at home, more and more people become more creative about ways to make money. We love to see people succeeding in what they do. Have you ever bought something after seeing a video on TikTok? Do you think this is a way to market your business? Let us know. Stick around to hear more social media news, because it's good to keep track of what's happening on your phone. Metaverse. If you haven't heard about Metaverse, then we've got news for you. Metaverse has a big-time investment case happening at the moment. It's a sci-fi concept where humans put on a headset or smart glasses that allows them to live, work, and play in a virtual world, just like the one in the Ready Player One novel and movie. Depending on what your opinion is, it's either a utopian dream or a dystopian nightmare. What do you think? Anyways, Metaverse became popular because Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg changed Facebook's name to Meta and has said the new company will be focusing on the metaverse. He claims it will be the next frontier, just like social networking. However, some people aren't too keen on this idea. A video published by Inspired by Iceland makes a marketing campaign for Icelandic tourism. In the video, a Zuckerberg lookalike introduced viewers to the Icelandverse, which is a place of actual reality without silly-looking headsets. What do you think about the metaverse? Do you think it's a good idea to have a virtual world for us to all live and play in? Is Ready Player One going to become a reality? So many questions to answer. Goodbye, dislike counts. YouTube has made an announcement that might be a bit of a conversation starter. They are making the dislike count private so they can limit the misuse of the option. This has come about to help users who have been attacked because the dislike option has been used to harm the video's performance. YouTube creator liaison Matt Koval had this to say: "Groups of viewers are targeting a video's dislike button to drive up the count, turning it into something like a game with a visible scoreboard. And it's usually just because they don't like the creator or what they stand for. That's a big problem when half of YouTube's mission is to give everyone a voice." Earlier this year, YouTube ran an experiment where it made dislike counts private so they could see whether that might have an impact on dislike attacks. And it did. Shocker. Koval continued by saying, "As part of this experiment, viewers could still see and use the dislike button, but because the count was not visible to them, we found that they were less likely to target a video's dislike button to drive up the count. In short, our experiment data showed a reduction in dislike attacking behavior." YouTube heard from smaller creators saying that those just starting out were subject to these attacks, so having the number made private helped to eliminate that. Now it's become a permanent fixture, and YouTube will hide the dislike counts across the board. This has become a big debate around the value, or not, of public dislike options. Should you take away the number? I mean, it's not like they've taken away the option to dislike a video, so that's okay. Do you think they should take away the dislike button altogether? That's always an interesting debate. Instagram wants you to take a break. Instagram is testing out a new option called Take a Break. This will enable users to set reminders to take time away from the app after a certain amount of activity, whether it's 10, 20, or 30 minutes. This new option will prompt users to enable a time period for a reminder to take a break from the app, which will then give you alternative activities you can do to get away for a moment. This could promote users to be more mindful about their Instagram engagement, and this could serve as a gentle push to disconnect every now and again, so you don't end up getting pulled into the rabbit holes of scrolling for hours. Has that ever happened to you? Because it's definitely happened to me. Anyways, this new feature is built on Meta's various well-being tools. Facebook has a take a break option, but that only allows you to mute individuals that are really getting on your nerves. You know what else you could do? Unfriend them. But hey, that's just my suggestion to you. Facebook also has a quiet mode, which mutes notifications for a certain amount of time as well. Meta spokesman Nick Clegg had this to say last month: "We're going to introduce something which I think will make a considerable difference, which is where our systems see that the teenager is looking at the same content over and over again, and it's content which may not be conducive to their well-being. We will nudge them to look at other content." That sounds good, but Instagram and Facebook have had time limit reminders since 2018 for users. This means that this new option doesn't add any new functionality, but maybe just add some new prompts to use it. This then begs the question, what is the true value of this new option? If users can already do this, then why is there something else coming out? Shouldn't there be a bigger push on how to get users to utilize this option? In reality, Instagram can't stop you from using the app for as long as you want. Also, many users won't voluntarily put on this function because they don't want to restrict their time. So, will it really be effective? It doesn't seem like it'll be used among the masses, but it's always good to give it a shot. Also, is this more of a PR exercise? Many people have been saying how harmful Instagram is to its users, so is this a way for Instagram to try and battle those claims? What do you think about it? Well then, that's it. We filled you in on all the latest social media news, and some of it has raised some eyebrows. What do you think about all these new changes coming to social media? Are you here for them? Do you have a different opinion? Let us know down below.